She's seen Encanto more times than she can count. And she can count to 10. She mentioned Mirabel in every conversation. But the moment she actually met Mirabel, she was speechless. That's pura magia. Find yours at Walt Disney World Resort.
5 years, 10 months, and 2 days. That's how long it took to grow the 38 inches to ride on Cali River Rapids. But the moment the wait finally ended, that was pura magia. Discover it at Walt Disney World Resort.
This is your moment, your time to shine, your comeback. You're ready for the next step in your career, and you want an education employers respect. So you're not just going back to school, you're coming back with Purdue Global. Backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected public universities, Purdue Global is built for people who bring their life experience into the online classroom. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Before we get started, just a warning that this episode contains mentions of rape. Hello, I'm Aaliyah Yates, and I'm a producer here at Wonder Media Network. And I'm so excited to be guest hosting this week's episodes of Womanica. This Black History Month, we're talking about Renaissance women. As part of the famed cultural and artistic Harlem Renaissance movement, these women found beauty in an often ugly world. Today, we're talking about a remarkable actress known as the First Lady of Negro Theater, a woman who throughout her career advocated for Black theater to be taken seriously and brought complex and fully realized Black characters to the main stage. Let's talk about Edna Lewis Thomas. Edna was born in Lawrenceville, Virginia in 1885, and her origin story is a painful one. Her mother worked as a maid for a white family and was raped by a member of the household. That man was Edna's father, and she never spoke of him. She grew up in Boston, where money was tight and hardships were plentiful. When Edna was still quite young, she had a short-lived marriage that left her widowed. Not long after, Edna met and married the artist Lloyd Thomas. The pair moved to New York City around 1916, drawn in by the murmurings of lively Black culture that was finding its home north of Central Park. Edna's first job in the city was secretary to one of the matriarchs of this cultural moment, the iconic beauty entrepreneur Madam C.J. Walker. Madam Walker introduced Edna to the social circles in Greenwich Village and Harlem. Surrounded by all the poets, sculptors, novelists, actors, dancers, and instrumentalists in Harlem at the time, the creative energy uptown was intoxicating. Perhaps that's what led Edna to try her hand at acting. In 1918, she joined the Lafayette Players, the country's first professional Black theater company. Soon, Edna would become a staple of the Harlem theater scene. In 1926, she made her Broadway debut in the controversial show Lulabelle. The story follows a Black sex worker from Harlem who seduces a married white man, a plotline that scandalized audiences. By 1930, Edna and her husband Lloyd had moved into a spacious co-op apartment at 1890 7th Avenue in Harlem. But while Edna enjoyed professional success, her personal life was fractured. Lloyd didn't pay Edna much attention, and rumors swirled that he was gay, and that their marriage was one of convenience. But he also had affairs with other women, too. This loveless arrangement became more comfortable for Edna once she met British socialite and photographer Olivia Wyndham. The two met at a party in 1930, and Olivia was immediately infatuated with Edna. After 6 months of courting, Olivia moved in with Edna and Lloyd into their apartment. Edna and Olivia were lovers, and Lloyd was their roommate, who hosted lovers of his own. And thanks to Olivia's family wealth, the unconventional trio lived comfortably. Edna's most famous acting role came in 1936 when she played Lady Macbeth in an all-Black production of Macbeth directed by Orson Welles. There was so much hype leading up to the production that by the time opening night came around, 10,000 people were lined up outside the Lafayette Theater waiting to watch. Edna and her fellow thespians performed to sold-out audiences for 12 weeks. Edna commanded the stage in a crown and puff-sleeved gown fit for a queen. Reviews from the Harlem Press named her the First Lady of Negro Theater. Not much is known about Edna's life after this period. Historians estimate that she, Thomas, and Olivia lived together on 7th Avenue until at least 1942. At some point, Edna moved to an apartment on West 22nd Street. In 1974, Edna passed away. She was 88 years old. All month, we're talking about Renaissance women. For more information, find us on Facebook and Instagram at Womanica Podcast. And shout out to Jenny and Liz Kaplan for letting me on the mic. Talk to y'all tomorrow.
With Amex, there's always a new experience to explore. From curating the perfect vacation and chilling in the Centurion Lounge before you get there, trying out that new trendy restaurant thanks to Priority Notify with global dining access by Resy, and getting straight to the action at the big game with card member entrances at select venues. With Amex Platinum, you can experience it all. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Terms apply. Access to the card member entrance not limited to the American Express Platinum Card. Learn more at americanexpress.com/withAmex.
She's seen Encanto more times than she can count. And she can count to 10. She mentioned Mirabel in every conversation. But the moment she actually met Mirabel, she was speechless. That's pura magia. Find yours at Walt Disney World Resort.
5 years, 10 months, and 2 days. That's how long it took to grow the 38 inches to ride on Cali River Rapids. But the moment the wait finally ended, that was pura magia. Discover it at Walt Disney World Resort.